Welcome to the morning alignment. This week, we enter into the sacred rhythm of life with our theme, Sacred Flow, trusting the divine rhythm of life. Our opportunity is to release the need to control, to fix, or to force outcomes, and to remember that grace is always present, guiding, holding, and carrying us exactly where we need to be. We are learning to move with life rather than against it, to trust the unfolding, and to rest in the knowing that every moment is perfectly fine. Today, we begin with our session titled Flowing with Grace. Let's dive deeper. Welcome to another morning manifestation, another morning alignment. I'm grateful to have you with us. Come on in, get yourself comfortable. As we get settled, as we intentionally activate our day. Today we're focusing on flowing with grace. I'm your host, Samuel, founder, One Transformation Studio. And I'm excited to be with you this morning. Absolutely excited to be with you. Make sure we have everything set up appropriately. If you haven't already done so, you might want to get your journal as well. We're going to move into that space fairly quickly, and I don't want you to have to scribble. So, as we begin, are you ready to begin? I am. As we begin, we're in the week. Let's intentionally activate this new week together. We're going to begin this by opening ourselves to the sacred rhythm of life. And this rhythm is something that's always present with us, something that gives us permission to move by force, to move through, not force, but yet just to flow, simply flow. So today we're going to give you some tools, some resources, and support on how to be in divine alignment with your flow. Gracefully, that is. Gracefully. So let's begin. As today's intention is very simple. Is to remember that grace is always present, always guiding, and always carrying us when we release resistance and allow ourselves to move with ease. So I invite you to join me at this moment to take a deep, conscious breath. Inhale. Hold it. And as you exhale, release the need to control what you did. Again, let's inhale deeply. And exhale, releasing the need to control or predict. One more time. Inhale deeply. and release. Let go, just for the moment, and allow life to breathe you. Mm. Today's declaration is I move with a divine flow of grace and ease. Again, I move with divine flow, grace, and ease. Mm. This sounds like some good old allowance, alignment simultaneously. So as we begin to align with this divine flow of grace and ease, bring your attention to your breath. Bring your attention to your breath. And inhale deeply through your nose, drawing in calm, divine. And exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing all tension, all striving, just being present. And remembering that everything in this moment is enough. Everything you desire, everything you want, everything you need exists and it is available right now. Inhale deeply through your nose. Yes, draw in that calm, divine energy and release with an exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing all tension and striving. And as you continue to breathe, visualize a soft golden light moving from the crown of your head down through your spine. Allow it to flow effortlessly. Flowing gracefully through each energy center, balancing, harmonizing, and opening. And as this light reaches your heart, feel a gentle warmth expanding. This is grace. The divine flow that restores, realigns, and renews. Now whisper softly to your heart, I am safe to flow. I am safe to flow. I am supported by life itself. I am supported by life itself. I move with the divine currents of grace. I move with the divine currents of grace. Now, let's transition ourselves to our visualization, a guided visualization. And I invite you to imagine yourself standing beside a quiet, flowing river. Water rivers. Representing divine energy, peace, and ease. You take a step into the water, feeling the cool current gently wrap around you. With each breath, you release resistance. With each exhale, you surrender into the natural law, the law of flow. You do not need to swim against the currents. You simply allow it to carry you. This river knows exactly what it's doing. And it's full of purpose. It's on purpose. It knows how to bring you to every blessing, every lesson, every divine alignment meant for you. So breathe in trust and breathe out surrender. Breathe in grace and breathe out peace. One more time. Breathe in trust and breathe out surrender. In, breathe in grace and breathe out peace. When you are ready, gently open your eyes as we prepare for our question of the day. Today's reflective question, actually before we get here, go ahead and grab your journal open the digital note section, however you document things that you want to hold on for the day. And I invite you to hold on to this question today. But first and foremost, let me ask you, how do you feel? How do you feel? Lighter? Do you feel aligned? Are you more in the space of allowance, ready to flow with grace? Great. Well, let me pose this question to you. Where in your life are you being invited to stop pushing and to start flowing? This is a great question. Where in your life, ask yourself, where in my life am I being invited to stop pushing, forcing, trying to make things happen, and to begin to allow yourself to flow, start flowing, to go with the current instead of swimming against it? Where in your life? Take a moment and allow your answers to rise from within you, where all your answers reside. Allow your spirit to guide you and to grant you the insight that you deserve and that you desire. And even after this session, return to your journal and pose this question and allow yourself to get insights on how to begin to become more in alignment with the flow of grace, to flow gracefully. Just sit with the question. And sometimes the place where we resist the most is where grace is waiting to meet us. Sometimes it's in our finances, it's in our careers, in our relationships. Sometimes it's in our spaces it's within ourselves. Some of you are supposed to start a business, but you're resisting because of finances or because of uncertainty, or maybe you feel like you're not ready. Some of you are resisting on improving your health, becoming healthy, becoming more wellness, becoming more well. Some of you know that you need to get out and start walking more, to change your lifestyles, but yet you're resisting for one reason or another. And yet you're still trying to push through to create an alternative, push through to create a fix. Well, I'm here to invite you to start flowing. To start flowing. I take my own advice, as there was some resistance this weekend to working out a little bit more harder. You know, the idea was to rest on certain days and the idea of I can think about my body and I can think about the pain that I was in, and I can just start pushing myself through it and try and say, I can do more. But what I realized this weekend as we were doing boot camp with teams is that the sum is greater than the singular. The sum is greater than the singular, meaning the team itself, how we position ourselves, is greater than just the one individual, myself. So as a team, we position ourselves to focus on our strengths so that we can begin put ourselves in a favorable position. And we begin to work smarter, not harder. And by doing so, that led us to victory. Overwhelming victory, that is. And yes, when I returned back home, the pain that I felt was excruciating. It was different than anything, and it may cause me not to want to show up, just to stand out. But yet, instead of resisting against the progress, knowing that I had already made a commitment to do a breast cancer awareness walk, I showed up anyways. I had every excuse not to show up. The pain, the boot camp, not only that, but also the rain. But instead of resisting, just accepted the opportunity that was given to me. And as I showed up there, being in the rain at 8 o'clock in the morning, there were two others there as well. And it was beautiful. And even though it was raining, we decided mutually to push it off until noon. And when we arrived at noon, not only was the three of us there, but 6 more arrived. 7 more, actually. I see 8 more arrive. And as time, more people arrived and joined us. And we had an amazing experience, and simply because we were in a space of allowance. We decided to show up and to be in the flow. And even as it was just supposed to be a walk, wow, we were doing so much more. People were being so much more. We're finding more of themselves. They're pushing themselves beyond, will allow themselves to be more than they even perceive themselves being. When they wanted to quit, they became more. They worked harder. They allowed themselves to become bigger, to see them move themselves beyond their limitations. It was absolutely amazing and a radiant experience. And even as I rose this morning, my body was hurt. It's not used to all this activity, even though I walk about 5 miles 6 days a week, 5-6 days a week. But all this extra, it wasn't used to it. But I see myself becoming stronger because of my allowance. I see myself becoming more confident, having more control over my weight, my health, skin more radiant, being more energized. Simply because I made one decision, and that was to flow with grace, to release resistance, and to stop forcing, but simply allow myself to be. Even with my body, and I started working out, I said, you know what, I want to be slim again. But yet I told myself, stop trying to make yourself be something that you're not, and allow yourself to become that which you are. Become that which you are. And then by doing so, the way that I'm seeing myself is so much more different than any time before. So I invite you today to give yourself the opportunity to do the same. For you are deserving. You are deserving. So take that moment. Take this moment. It's an enchanting moment to do that. And when everything comes, when you find yourself being in a space of resistance, just ask yourself, why? What is this moment inviting me to do? What is this resistance inviting me to release? How can I stop pushing and begin to allow myself to start flowing in this moment? To release the resistance. It's a key. It's key. Now let's transition over to our healing affirmations. Let's seal today's session with these affirmations, followed by a declarative prayer. Repeat with me softly. I move with the divine flow of grace and ease. I release resistance and allow peace to guide me. Today, I flow effortlessly, gracefully, divine. Let's do it one more time. Let's do it two more times. I move with the divine flow of grace and ease. I release resistance and allow peace to guide me. Today, I flow effortlessly, gracefully, and divine. One last time. And let's own it this time. I move with the divine flow of grace and ease. I release resistance and allow peace to guide me. Today, I flow effortlessly, gracefully, and divinely. Let's take one final deep breath. And inhale grace. And exhale peace. You are aligned. You are flowing. You are free. Free indeed you are. Let's move into the space of prayer now. Beloved presence, divine flow of all that is, we give thanks. We open our hearts to your rhythm today. We release the need to force, to fix, or to figure it all out. We choose instead to move with your grace, to trust the current that guides us toward our highest good. May every step we take today be effortless, aligned, and inspired. And may we feel the peace that comes from knowing we are guided, we are held, and we are certainly loved without limitations or conditions. And so it is. It is so. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe-o. We give thanks. We give thanks. That brings us to the conclusion of today's message, today's session. Please take a moment to like this session, hit the stream, share it with other people as well. And we thank you for joining us, for aligning your morning with us here at the Morning Alignment. It's a ministry here at One Transformation Center, and we awaken wholeness within the mind, body, and spirit. And if this message has nourished you, share it with someone you love. Help spread the sacred message, the sacred ripple of peace and praise around the globe. Be the change you desire to see. Until tomorrow, grow with grace, live in harmony, and remember, life is always carrying you. Not you carrying life, life is carrying you. The flow of grace. Until next time, continue to be great.